Unit 3. Skills Test. Listening. Task 1. Listen to 5 students talking about the work experience they did. Match the speakers, 1 to 5, with the professions they talk about, A to H. Use the letters only once. There are 3 extra options. Speaker 1.
I've always loved writing, so I was really looking forward to my week's work experience. It wasn't easy. You have to find new leads and interview a lot of people, and sometimes stay late at the office to file a news story, but I loved it. I spent the first 2 days shadowing a news reporter, interviewing people and writing an article about the new bus station. Then I was asked to research a story about the local theatre group and review a play they were putting on. The editor wants me to think about working there after I leave school, which I was thrilled about.
Speaker 2.
I've always been interested in clothes and how they're made, so this placement was ideal for me. I didn't realise how much research goes into making a garment. The inspirations are put together on something called a mood board, and then the pattern is cut. This was really hard. You have to check the measurements so many times as you were doing it. My favourite bit was cutting the material and starting to make the item of clothing. Then I was given my own project to design a dress for a winter wedding. It was difficult, but I loved the challenge of having to do it on my own.
Speaker 3.
I thought it'd be thrilling, but in fact lots of the work is routine, even boring. I worked with a guy called Alan who dressed smartly so he looked like an ordinary shopper. He taught me some tricks of the trade. Apparently shoplifters often wear big coats and pick up 2 items, pretend to look at them, and then only put one back while hiding the other one in their bag or under their coat. I had to watch CCTV footage of different parts of the shop and radio Alan if I saw anything suspicious. I spotted 2 people trying on clothes and not returning them. I had to describe what I'd seen to the police, so that part was quite fun.
Speaker 4.
I love animals, so my work experience was a no-brainer. I started on reception, meeting a lot of pets and their owners. Most animals were there for routine things like vaccinations, but some were really poorly, like a cat that was brought in after it had been hit by a car. Luckily, it only had a broken leg, and that was easily fixed. After a couple of days, I got to help prepare animals for surgery, which was the part I enjoyed most. I had to wear a gown and mask and pass the surgical instruments to Mr. Fraser when he asked for them. I want to do a course in this when I leave school.
Speaker 5.
This job is a lot harder than people imagine. Some believe that all you have to do is push a button to make the engine go, and then another to make it stop. But there are a lot more complicated controls. On my first day, I sat in the cab with a woman called Serena, and she explained what the different controls did. She let me sound the whistle when we saw a sign to do that, something I've always wanted to do. One day, we had to go slowly because some sheep had got onto the line and the farmer was having difficulty getting his dog to round them up. So you have to expect the unexpected.